Hello there. Thanks so much for joining me today. This is going to be a nice full class, full body. We're going to get some stretching, some balancing, some core work in. It's going to be a very, very beautiful flow. We're going to start in a seated position. So if you want to grab a bolster or a block to sit on, be my guest. We are going to be here for just a little while. If you normally bring your left foot in, I want to challenge you to do the opposite. So right foot in, and then left foot crosses. Whatever feels good, whatever kind of seated position you want to start in. Once you get there, go ahead and root down through your sits bones, feeling that earth under your booty, holding you here. Roll the shoulder blades back, grow the crown of the head tall, and close the eyes down. Begin to relax. You're here, exactly where you need to be. Dropping all the things that we have to do or all the things that are going on. Just taking some time for ourselves. Some time to find that inner spark again. So we can show up as our best selves to the world. Just bringing that awareness to the steady inhales and exhales here. We're going to do some pranayama here, so some breath work. 3-part breath. It's best if you bring your right hand on your belly and your left hand on your chest. We're going to breathe into the belly and then into the chest and then sip into the shoulders. And then we begin to release the breath slowly, piece by piece. And then on the inhale, we fill that belly up. Breathe into the chest. Sip into the shoulders. And slowly, we let it out. Belly, chest, shoulders. Do this a few times, matching up with your breath. Feeling the belly move and the chest rise, and feeling it fall as you release. Kundalini energy is in all of us. And the more we bring the awareness to the breath inside, moving that energy, the more it will rise. I'm going to do 2 more rounds here. Into the belly, the chest, shoulders, and slowly letting it go. And one more time into the belly, the chest, and sip into those shoulders. And slowly letting it go. Bring the hands to the knees. Butterfly those eyes open. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and plant that right hand down. Left hand sweeps up and overhead. Nice left side body stretch here. And we're going to roll through the front, planting the left hand down on the left side, right hand sweeps up and over. Gaze is up, right side body stretch. Still breathing, not holding or clenching the breath. Let's roll forward. Right hand's going to plant, left hand sweeps up. Oh, yeah. Breathe in breath and out breath. Let's do it again. Roll through the center. Left hand plants, right hand sweeps up. And again, swing forward, right hand plants, left hand up. So nice. And we come back to center. Inhale the arms up and overhead. Drop the right hand down. Left hand grabs that right elbow. Nice shoulder stretch here. Go ahead and put a big smile on your face. Showing up and doing the work. Now both arms back up. Left arm bends, comes down to the small of the back, and the right hand comes to that left elbow. Chest is lifted. We're not dumping or collapsing through our spines here. And inhale, both arms back up and overhead. And let's open up the twist to the right. Left hand comes to right knee. Right hand goes behind us and the gaze follows. Beautiful. Nice deep inhales to lengthen. And the exhales allow us to go deeper into our twist. Inhale the arms up and overhead. Open up, twist to the left. So right hand comes to left knee, left hand behind us. Breathing into this twist. Inhales lengthen, exhales expand. Oh yeah, let's do it again. Inhale, arms up, open up that twist to the right. Noticing how it feels different the second time around. Inhale, arms up. And one more time, open up to the left. Beautiful. Inhale, arms up, and exhale them down. Just go and walk the hands forward here, keeping the sits bones on the mat. Gaze is lifted. We're not rounding through the spine here. Feeling this in your hips. And don't worry, we're going to switch the direction of the feet. So just breathe. Peeling those hands back up. And we're going to switch the legs. So now my left leg's in and my right leg is out. One more normal way of doing things. And when you feel good, we're going to walk the hands forward, keeping those sits bones on the mat, keeping that gaze forward to keep the spine straight. Breathe. slowly walk them back up. And we're going to send this right leg out and leaving the left leg tucked into that right thigh. Our hips are facing this leg, so we're not side bending. We are folding over this right leg, getting into the hamstring here. If you want, you can put this leg over if you want it to be deeper. Otherwise, we're going to inhale the arms up and exhale, we fold. Keeping that gaze forward, keeping that spine as straight as possible. Our foot is flexed towards the face. A slight bend in the knee to protect the knee, but we want to stretch through the hamstring, so we're trying to create a nice straight leg with just a slight release in the knee. So we're not bending, but once you get it straight, release through that knee, and you'll see it rise up just a little bit. Dorsiflexed. These feet are coming towards the face to stretch through that hamstring. The body is towards this leg. And we have smiles on faces. Stick figure is going to ask me to do a yoga flow for them one day. And I couldn't be more happy to sing with them and put smiles on their faces. If you don't know who they are, you should look them up. They're one of my favorite music groups. And Stick Figure and K-Bong sing that song. If you've been on the channel any length of time, you've heard me sing it to you. I used to always just tell us to smile, and then I found that song, and it was like, oh, yeah, we're putting smiles on faces. Okay, inhale, rise up. Oh, should feel very lovely. We're going to plant this left hand beside of our left thigh. And we're going to push up. Okay, so we're going to push up through the hips. Coming through. Little gate pose, little half wild thing. Lifting through the chest. This right arm is actively reaching to get that stretch all down the right side. Big smiles here. And exhale, we release back down. And we're going to switch the feet. So left leg goes out long, right leg pulls in. Same options as the other side. If you would like to go a little bit deeper, you can wrap this foot around. Whatever feels best for you. Hips are pointed towards left foot. Once you feel good, we're going to inhale, arms up, and we're going to hinge at those hips and come forward here. Keeping the spine long by keeping the gaze forward here. And we're breathing and we're smiling. And once again, we're keeping this foot flex, the dorsiflex, towards our face like a dolphin fin here, straight up. And then straight leg, slight little release in the knee. Oh yes, should feel really nice. And slowly peeling up. Right hand comes beside this right hip. And when it feels good, we're going to press up into a little gate pose, half wild thing. Left hand reaching behind us, stretching all down that left side. Should feel lovely. Ah, yes, and we release. Coming in for all fours, our tabletop position. So stacking those hips over the knees, shoulders are over our wrist here. Oh yeah, so we can take barrel rolls or normal cat-cow. I'm gonna do a barrel rolls. So dropping over to the left, rolling over to the right. I'm taking my time. Rolling up to the right, over to the left, and back down we go. Let's do 3 one way. And then we'll reverse it and go the other way. Everybody is going to meet back here in our all fours position. Go ahead and inhale, right arm out long, left leg kicks back, breathe. And maybe taking that right arm out to the side, left arm out to the side, just seeing what it feels like. And forwards and backwards, and then maybe reaching for that ankle. Playing with that balance, seeing how that feels to kick that foot up. And right hand plants, left leg kicks out, and let's lower through the chin into the chest. Gaze forward, left leg's up. Feel it. Working them back muscles. Push up. And lower down that left knee. Reset yourself here. When it feels good, left hand out long, right leg out. Breathe. Maybe taking that left hand to the side, right foot to the side. Just playing with that balance, seeing where we are, breathing. We're not holding or clenching the breath. And then back to center and grab for that foot, kicking it up. Breathe. And release the left hand. Right leg stays lifted. And let's lower down to our chin and our chest. Right leg kicks up, breathing. And we push up, and that right knee plants. Go ahead and walk the knees back about 3-4 inches. Walk the hands forward. We're coming in through a puppy. So allowing the chest to come down. You can bring the chin to the mat, or you can bring the forehead to the mat, whatever feels better for you here. If you live in a slightly more open body, you can come up on the fingertips to get a deeper stretch through the shoulders. Breathing. Sending love to those tight shoulders. Ever so slowly, we're going to push back and come in for an extended child's pose. Arms are out long in front of us. And we are breathing, bringing that awareness to the breath. And on your next inhale, we'll roll up through the spine. And on an exhale, we'll arc the spine, sending the hips back into our child's pose. We'll do this a few times. Inhale, up. Exhale, arcing through that spine and sending the hips back. Inhale, we rise. And exhale, we go back. Beautiful. Inhale, we rise. This time we can come forward into our up dog, lifting those thighs up, smiling. And exhale, we push back, child's pose. Let's do that again and roll forward. Dropping the hips, lifting the thighs. Oh yeah, and then push back, child's pose. Oh, so nice. Still one more time. Inhale, roll forward. Drop the hips, lift the thighs. And now we're going to tuck the toes and come back into our first downward facing dog. Oh yeah, once you get here, just going to pedal the feet out. Stretching through the hamstrings, trying to get the heel to the earth. And once you feel good there, we're going to pivot the heels over towards the left, get a nice right side body stretch on. Pushing through that left shoulder hard. And we pivot back to center. And then we pivot the heels over towards the right, getting that stretch out on the left side body, pressing hard through that right shoulder. Breathing, holding or clenching the breath here. And we come back to center. And we are going to tiptoe, so come up on the tiptoes. And very slowly, we're going to come to the top of the mat on the tiptoes. So slowly, maybe tinting the fingers, creating more space here. Now, once you get here and you're standing forward fold, I want you to try the tiptoes. Just play with me here. And it feels good. Try and pick up the right hand. And then maybe the left. No matter where you put the hands, just seeing how it feels to balance in this tiptoe with your front body lowered. We call this drinking bird by putting your hands to the side. It's very challenging, okay? This is a balance, and we're just playing, having some fun here. And exhale, we fold over the legs. Beautiful. Hands can come to the mat, or you can just grab opposite elbows, swaying left or right, just whatever feels good for you in forward fold. It's our first forward fold of the day. It should feel absolutely lovely. Inhale, we come up halfway lift, nice long spine. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, root to rise. Head and neck come last. Oh yeah, here we are. Tadasana, our mountain position. Once you get here, shift that weight over into the left foot. Pick that right foot up and grab that foot. Nice stretch through the hamstring. Not the hamstring. This is not stretching your hamstring. This is stretching your front thigh. Your big old quad muscle. And if we make sure that pelvis is neutral, you're going to get in the hip flexors here too. So just feeling into this front right leg. Really pushing the hips forward. Pulling the leg in. Oh, it should feel lovely. Nice super deep stretch here. And we're going to pull this leg up into the chest and roll that ankle and then reverse the roll. Very nice. Send that leg down. We're going to shift the weight over into the right foot now, and we're going to grab for this left foot. Same things on this side. Trying really hard to keep the pelvis neutral, pushing forward with the hips, but pulling the leg towards your booty at the same time. A little countering to make that stretch happen. And we're breathing. And we're smiling. And of course, we are finding that dristi, that gazing point in front of us to maintain the balance. We are going to need this. throughout the practice. So if you find it now, you can kind of keep your eye on it. And on an inhale, we'll bring this leg up into the chest and take that roll of the ankle one way. And then roll that ankle the other way. Very nice. Very, very nice. Release. Let's go ahead and just take a little mini knock on heaven's door. So spinning to the right, to the left, allowing the arms to just splay out the way that they feel like they need to. Oh, yes. We can probably get some vocals on here. We can say, knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Wouldn't it be cool to do yoga flows for bands? Like the band's playing so loud you can barely even think. You know, you really just have to flow. It would be pretty magnificent to me. Especially as we're doing this. Be like, knock, knock, knock. Okay, I'm done. Okay, here we are. Back in our mountain pose here. Shake that out. Inhale, arms up. Gaze follows. And exhale, we fold. Oh, yeah. Plant the hands, step the feet back. Here we are. Plank pose. Take the gaze forward. And let's do some rocks here. Rock forward and backwards. Forwards, backwards. Forwards, backwards. And then lower all the way down to the belly. Inhale, cobra. And release. Let's inhale another cobra with no hands. So inhale up. No hands. Breathing still. Smiling. And release. Beautiful. Tuck the toes. Push up through plank. And then come through down dog. Beautiful. Pedaling those feet out. And when it feels good, we're going to inhale. Right leg up. 3-leg dog. Bring it through, knee to nose. Pull it into the chest, round through the spine. Come up on that left toes. Big, big arch through the spine. Major cat action and step through the hands. Lower down that back leg and allow yourself to rise up. Low lunge, arms overhead. Breathe. Coming into half splits. If you want to bring your hands to the mat, be my guest. Or bring your hands to the hips, playing with the balance, finding that gazing point, and seeing how it goes. Dorsiflex with that right foot. Hips are square. Nice release through that knee, but we're trying to straighten this right leg. And come back through low lunge. Oh, yeah. Beautiful. We're pushing back again, so don't get too comfy here. And push back, half splits. Hands can be where it feels good for you. Breathing. Inhale, back to that low lunge. Hands come to the mat now. Feeling into the hips here. And push back, half splits, hands on the mat. Dorsiflex in the foot, square in the hips, and here we are. Ardha Hanumanasana. And we come down with the upper body, still trying to keep that leg as straight as possible. Digging that heel into the mat. Come back forward. Planting the hands, tucking the back toes and lifting the back knee. And stepping it back, plank. Beautiful, look forward. Push forward and lower down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Push up, upward facing dog. Everybody meets back, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Give yourself a little shake here. Oh yeah. Planting through those feet. And on an inhale, left leg sweeps up, 3-leg dog. Roll forward, knee to nose, rounding through the spine, up on those right toes. Big cat action through the back. And when it feels good, step it through. Lower down that back knee and allow an inhale to rise you up. Low lunge, arms overhead. And breathe here. We are coming in for half splits. If you want to bring your hands to the mat, bring your hands to the mat. If you did it last time, no hands, try it this time, no hands. Seeing how it feels. Digging that left heel into the mat. Gazes forward, squaring those hips. Straight legs, slightly releasing through that knee, but not straight, not bending through the leg. We are trying to get into our hamstrings here. Go forward, inhale. Oh yeah, lunge. Coming back, half splits. Very nice. Same things. Inhale, back through the low lunge. Oh yes. And here we are, half splits. Bring your hands to the mat this time. Oh yes. It's beautiful. Letting go to grow. Creating space. Growing in our yoga practice. Growing in our lives. And roll forward. Feel into those hips. Tuck the back toe. Plant the hands. Lift that back knee. And step it back. Plank. Look forward. And here we go. Chaturanga. Or you can just meet in down dog. Whatever you want to do. Push forward. Chaturanga. Lower down. Up dog. Push up. And everybody meets back in our downward facing dog. Oh yeah. Go ahead. Pedal the feet. Should feel really nice here. Beautiful. Inhale, right leg up, 3-leg dog. Inhale, come forward with that leg. Allow an inhale to rise you up. Arms overhead. Ha, lunge. Beautiful. You see that right big toe. You can bend that back leg if that feels good for you. And we're going to bring the hands to the mat. And we're going to step this back leg up, coming in for half splits. So when it feels good, we can inhale, come up. Left leg goes up. If you want, you can take this right hand around this right thigh to deepen the stretch. If you feel like it. And breathe. No holding or clenching the breath here. Deeply rooting through that big toe. And we're going to do a big step back and then open up. Warrior 2. Breathe. Exhale, left hand plants, right hand sweeps up. Little exalted warrior here. Back to warrior 2. Oh yeah. Cartwheel these hands, framing this foot, stepping it back. Plank. Look forward. Push forward, lower down chaturanga. Push up, up dog. Meet me back. Down dog. Whew, yeah. I feel good. On an inhale, left leg sweeps up. 3-leg dog. Bring it in between the hands. And rise up. High lunge here. Left side. Arms up overhead. You can see that left big toe. Back leg straight. And we are smiling. Happy yogis here. Coming in for the same thing. So these hands are going to plant. And we're going to step up this right leg on an inhale. Standing split. If you want to take this left hand around this left thigh, be my guest. Rooting through that big toe. Breathing. No holding or clenching the breath. And we're going to have a big step back. to our warrior 2. Windmill the arms, open. Oh yeah, beautiful. Breathe. Left hand, right hand drops. Left hand sweeps up. Exalted warrior. Breathing. Back to our warrior 2. Gazes towards that left hand. Windmill these arms, frame this foot, step back plank. Vinyasa, or you can meet in child's pose. Push forward, lower down, push up. Everybody meets back, child's pose. Arms out front, forehead kisses the mat. Nice in breaths and out breaths here. Ever so slowly, we're going to peel ourselves back up through all fours. Tuck the toes and come in. Down dog. A little shake, a little wiggle. Always welcome. Come up onto the tiptoes, and we're going to do the tiptoe walk to the front of the mat again. So slowly, tiptoeing to the top of the mat. Staying on the tiptoes, maybe tenting the fingers to create some space here. And we're going to try to play with this tiptoe forward fold. Drinking bird here. Just playing. We're just having fun. We are yogis. We are not taking ourselves so seriously. We are just having fun, working on our bodies. Working on our mental chatter. Oh yeah, and we fold. Oh yeah, it's very nice. I want you to comment and tell me how you like that. I find it fun, but it is very challenging. Inhale, we come up, halfway lift. And exhale, we fold over the legs. Oh yeah. Let's just hang here for just a second. Maybe planting that right hand down, left hand up, bending through that right knee. Oh yeah. Should feel very nice, very open position. Letting go of all the things that no longer serve us. Making room for all the new possibilities. Oh yeah. Left hand plants, right hand sweeps up, left leg bends. Oh, yes. Beautiful. And fold. Oh, yeah. Inhale, half lift. Nice, long, lengthened spine. And exhale, we fold. Inhale, we'll peel ourselves up. Arms up overhead. And exhale them down through heart center. Oh yeah. Coming in for tree here. So, if you've done tree, let's go ahead and get in it. If not, you can have it at your ankle, your shin, never at your knee joint, or you can bring it up to your thigh. Whatever feels good for you. Now, if you're used to coming here with me, I want you to focus on opening up this right hip. Just slightly opening it up instead of allowing it to just be where it is, right? Just try to have it open here. Rooting down through that left leg. Playing with the balance. Hands can be at heart center. And when it feels good, you can create the space by growing your branches here. Releasing the shoulders from the ears. Finding that drishti point. Gazing at it, not losing it. Breathe. If you want to go a step farther, you can take your peace fingers around your big toe and send it out. Left hand can be out here helping with the balance. Breathing wherever we are. I lost it there. Oh yeah. And slowly, wherever you are, we'll release. Let's go ahead, knock on heaven's door. Just a second. I love to do balancing positions, challenging myself. That's what I like to do. I like to challenge myself, and I hope that you like the challenge every once in a while, too. Okay, here we go. Other side. Grounding through that right foot. And this left leg can either be right here at your ankle or your shin, never your knee, or your inner thigh. Oh yes, finding that drishti, gazing point, not watching your teacher, play with her balance. And of course, if you opened up through that right hip, I'm going to challenge you to slightly open through the left. Yeah, it's going to play with your balance when you're trying to open up that hip. It's like, oh, hold on. What are we doing here? It's okay. Remember, the breath into the belly signals the brain that everything's all good. And everything's all good right now. We know it. When you feel good, grow the branches. Drop those shoulders away from those ears. Create the space for new. Breathing. Smiling. If you're looking for the challenge on this side, you can take your peace fingers and grab this left toe. Sending it out long. Breathing, playing, having fun. We are yogis. Our egos are not involved. We have dropped them. We've let them go. We are creating space for the new. Breathe. Have fun. We're playing here. And when you feel good, you can release. Oh man, yes. Go ahead. Shimmy it. Knock on heaven's door. Splaying those arms open. So nice. Knocking on heaven's door is possibly my favorite thing. It was the first thing in yoga that I did that I thought was going to do nothing, and it made me so sore. Which, looking back, I can see this is a major twist, major core work. I can see how it made me sore. I hadn't worked out in decades, so. Beautiful. All right, so let's come to the front of our mat. We're going to inhale the arms up, and we're going to come up on those tiptoes, you betcha. But this time, we're just going to slowly lower down. I mean, just slow as ever, coming down on the tiptoes. We're going to come through a slight chair position, and then we're going to come to a squat. Oh yeah, and then we're going to sit the hips back. Boom. And you bet your bottom dollar we are coming through boat. So there are already so many ways to do boat. I want you to pick what feels good for you. I also want you to challenge yourself. If you're used to doing boat and you put your hands behind you, I'm going to challenge you to shift that weight a little forward. Bring the hands behind the thighs. If you're used to doing it here, I'm going to challenge you to bring those hands beside the feet or beside the legs. If you're used to doing both right here, I'm going to challenge you to straighten that right leg and then maybe the left. Straight spine. And then maybe arms up overhead. Breathing. We're not holding or clenching our breath here. And back to normal boat. And let's go all the way down to low boat. Hold. Feet are pointed. Breathing. Back up to boat. Hug the knees in. And if you like rocking and rolling, this will be a good time for us to rock and roll. Oh, yes. Feeling into that spine. It should feel so lovely. So lovely. And when you get done, we're going to sit up with the legs out long. Padimottanasana here. Okay, and we've gotten stretched out, so this should feel really nice. So go ahead, sit up nice and tall here. Inhale, arms up, and exhale, we're going to fold. Maybe taking the legs a little wider than just zippered up. Maybe not quite hip distance, but 6 to 8 inches in between those heels there. Keeping the gaze forward. Feet are flexed towards our faces here. Breathe. Maybe giving your feet a massage, or your shins a massage, maybe your knees a massage. Maybe your forearms need a massage, or your wrists. This is a great place to sit with ourselves and show ourselves some love. The deep reverence for our bodies. We're going to slowly peel ourselves up. We're going to open up into a wide-legged seat. Oh yeah, I know, everyone's favorite. Once you get there, we're just going to rock from right to left here. We are coming in for side bends, so this is going to warm us up here. Stretching through those sides. And when you feel good, this left hand's going to plant right in front of us. Right hand up and then over, maybe coming onto the elbow of this left hand. And just finding what feels good for you here. Keeping the chest lifted, gaze is up towards the ceiling here. Breathing, we're not holding or clenching that breath. Inhale up. Oh. Right hand plants, left hand sweeps up and overhead. Chest is lifted, gazes up towards the ceiling. And inhale, we'll slowly come up. Coming in for pancakes. So we're going to walk the hands forward. These feet are flexed. We got our dorsiflex going on here. And they're pulling backwards. We're not allowing the feet to splay forward. Keeping the chest lifted. Gaze is lifted to keep the spine straight. Feeling this in the inner thighs for sure. Maybe even in the outer thighs. Definitely in the back here. Slowly, we'll peel ourselves up. We're going to come into cobbler, so bringing those toes and those feet to touch. Opening up those feet like a little book here. And we fold, using the elbows to push against the knees here. Same thing, keeping that spine long and lifted. Gaze is forward. Very slowly, we peel ourselves up, closing the knees, and we're going to come onto our backs. We're just going to do a little bit of core work here, so go ahead and send the legs up towards the sky. This is quite the nice workout all by itself, but we're going to tuck our hands under our booties here, and we're just going to do some hip lifts. So we're just going to do 10. You can point the toes or flex them, whatever feels better for you. The legs do not have to be perfectly straight. And you're ready. On an inhale, we'll go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Feet up. Go ahead and lift the upper body, hands up. And we're just going to go from side to side here. So let's do it for a count of 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Keep the upper body lifted, hands up towards the feet. Let's pulse up for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful. Release the upper body. Hug the knees in. Ah, yes. Biggest hug you've given yourself all day long. And we're going to send the left leg out long. Pull this right leg in. We're going to peel it over across the body, coming in supine twist here. Left hand, right knee, right hand into our T. Gaze follows that right hand. Closing the eyes down here. Creating space for all the newness. Breathing into that belly. Pillow ourselves back to center, hugging those knees in, sending the right leg long, and sending this left knee across the body. Right hand on left knee, left hand in T shape, gazes towards that left hand. Shoulders are on the mat. Breathing here, filling up that belly, getting that massage. And we slowly peel back, sending the legs long, coming in for our Shavasana. If you would like a heart opening Shavasana, or you could take cobbler legs, however you feel good right now. Tucking those shoulder blades, palms face up. Don't skip this part. I'll tell you a story while we lay here. My son likes to play his speakers really loud when he's driving his car. And we took it to the mechanic because it needed an oil change. And he was telling me about some screws in his tires. And, you know, things happen, right? It's just a matter of life. So when I got home preparing my speech of, you know, you got to check the car over, you got to look at it, you got to turn the music down every once in a while to listen to the sounds the car is making. And y'all know me, I took it to heart. My own words, I was like, eat 'em, Steph. If you don't turn the music down, you can't hear the body. If you don't turn the chatter of the mind off, you can't hear the body talk to you. I feel the body speaks to us in ways that are unfathomable. But if we never take the time to listen, how do we know something's wrong? And I feel like Shavasana is one of those places that we can choose the quiet and the stillness versus the world's chaos and constant noise. So think about it, ponder it while we lay here. Do you give yourself time to be silent and still, to hear the request from the body? If not, can you create that space? Can you force yourself to do the hard thing in silence and stillness, just to be present for you? wiggling the fingers and the toes, maybe rolling out the ankles here. Big stretch. And we'll peel into our fetal position. Pausing here before pushing up into a seat. Oh, man. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you feel more spacious and open. Please comment and let me know your favorite part of this flow, and please do share my channel with your friends. Have a great rest of your day. Namaste.